Okay, everybody. Welcome once again to Koil Shira. All right. And I want to thank everyone for joining us. And it's Erev Shabbos, Erev Yom Tiv, Kabbalah Satira. So we're going to learn a little bit in the Nesiva Shalom. A beautiful idea. I hope that we'll all enjoy it and we'll gain something from this now. B'Shabbos Nitna Torah LiYisrael. B'Shabbos Nitna Torah. On Shabbos, the Torah was given to the Jewish people, and this Torah is Shabbos Koidem Chag Matan Torah. So this is very apropos. This is very apropos for this Shabbos because it's right before Matan Torah, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says the Rebbe. Aleph. Amr Chazal. Chazal say, did the Kuli Alma b'Shabbos Nitna Torah LiYisrael? According to all parties, the Kuli Alma, that the Torah was given to the Jewish people on Shabbos. Now, in Masechta Shabbos, Pei Vav Amid Beis, Kedisha Shambi Gemara, the Latana Kama, Chal Yoim Vav Sivan, Shehu Hashishi Levi Asam b'Shabbos. The Tanakama says it was on the sixth day. It was on the sixth day, because that's what brings you to Shabbos. V'yasam l'Shabbos. Right? But Rabbi Yossi says, Shebazayin, the Sivan Nitna, was on the seventh day of Sivan. On the seventh day of Sivan. And why was it on the seventh day of Sivan? Haisef Moshe Yom Echad Midatoi. Moshe Rabbeinu added one day. It was his own idea. Moshe Rabbeinu had an idea to add another day. So really, Shabbos the Torah was supposed to be given on Friday. Moshe Rabbeinu asked Hashem if he could please wait and give us the Torah on Shabbos.
Oh, why?
We're going to see. It's a good question, right? It's very good, very good. Why would Moshe Rabbeinu do that? Now, Marum is Bezeh, and it's hinted in this idea that the Torah was given to us on Shabbos. Ki inyan Kabbalas HaTorah nimshach ayidei HaShabbos Kodesh. The whole idea of Kabbalas HaTorah is drawn from Shabbos. From Shabbos. V'yesh levar zois b'kama ifanim. And let's look at this and analyze this in many different facets, with many different facets, angles. Hine ha'achana lekabbalas haTorah isa b'dvar Hashem koydem matan Torah. Right? The hachana, the preparation of a kabbalas haTorah, was what Hashem told us prior to matan Torah. And what was that? What was that? Va'atem tiyuli mamleches kohanim v'goy kadosh. You should be for me a royal, a priestly, holy nation. A royal, priestly, holy nation. Amazing, right? Va'abiyah bazeh ki haTorah nitna lemi shehu kvar Yehudi. The Torah was given to he who was already a Jew. So in other words, I had to work first on making myself royal and making myself into the kahuna and holiness.
Right.
And the whole preparation of Kabbalas HaTorah was to be a Jew, a Yehudi. V'inyan v'atem ti mamleches kohanim v'goy kadosh zu had Bigara Mahu Yehudi. That's what's the demonstration of what is a Jew. It shows what a Jew is. And what is that? Mashmaz Goy Kadeshu Shehudi Yia Kadesh B'chol Mahusay. When it says that a Jew has to be Kadesh, what does that mean? That he has to be holy in his whole essence of who he is. What does that mean? Lo rak hanefesh, not only his being, his the nefesh in the person, ruach, his spirit, v'aneshama, his soul. Yiyu kedashim ela gam haguf hachumri yeh kadosh, but also his physical body should also be holy. Not only his nefesh, ruach, neshama should be holy. We understand that. But the body itself should also be holy. What does that mean? Yiyu kadosh. Meicha yiyu mayach kadosh bedas v'ashkafos kedoshim. His mind has to be a holy mind with the right thoughts and the right hashkafas. He shouldn't be fakrumt in getting ideas from the outside world like we're learning before. He has to understand what's the Ratzon Hashem. Halev yeh kadosh. What does it mean? The heart has to be holy. B'kedushas his chukos v'aretzonos. What the heart desires and longs for should be for the Ratzon Hashem again, not to do the wrong thing. V'gam ha'evarim atachtoinim. Even his avarim, the lower extremities of the person. You next page, please. Kedoshim, they also should be holy. Not just his nefesh, ruach, neshama. Not only should his mind, but even his extremities, his arms, his legs, feet, everything in the body should also be holy. What is Goy Kadosh? B'chol chelkei aguf tachtiyim, shniyim, ushlishim. The same lashon we used by the Teva, right? We learned this last week too, right? Tachtiyim, shniyim, ushlishim, right? The lower, middle, and the upper, right? The basement, the first floor, and the second, right? Okay. Uchalashon apasik. V'anshei kadosh tiyun li. And you should be a holy people for me. The Torah says, right? The Anshe Kadosh, you should be holy people, Tiyun Li, for me, right? But l'chayra, Eich Yochel Yehudi Lagia Lekach Sheyia Bechinas Goy Kadosh. How do we actually do this? So it's nice we're reading it, and this, be holy, holy, but how do you do it? What does it mean? What does this mean? Varei, who mudba b'chaymer, we're immersed in physicality in this world. We're immersed in physicality. Shekol inyan of heipich inyan kedusha, and all the things that we're involved in is actually the opposite of kedusha. The things we have to do. Ubechol masach chamri. Anytime we do something of physicality, we do an action of coarseness, physicality. Misrachakim kedusha, it actually distances us from kedusha. So in other words, here we have a catch-22. The Torah says I have to be holy, but I'm in a physical world and I have to do physical things, and all the physical things I do are the opposite of kedusha. So how will I accomplish this? How do you accomplish to be holy? How do you do this? Right? And to strengthen the question even more, right? Kama Rav HaKodesh Rav Menachem Mendel Mivitebsk. The holy Rav Menachem Mendel Mivitebsk. Shekol Hano Gashmias Hi Bechinas Nargin Mafred Aleph. The Rebbe said that any time a Jew enjoys something for the full sense of enjoyment, only for the sake of enjoyment, pure pleasure, that is causing a separation from him. Me'alufay shalaylam. Aleph is alufay shalaylam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So now the person says, I'm going to eat this because I enjoy this. That's it. Just for the sake of enjoyment. That distances the person from Hashem. Not if he says, I enjoyed eating this, and this will give me a little more cheshek, and this and that, so I could learn a little bit better, I could do things better. So there's a purpose for him to do it that's not solely for his pleasure. There's something more than just the soul, the coarseness of the pleasure. So therefore, to get to this holiness that we're talking about, you'll need the holy Shabbos. Now why will the Shabbos work? HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't come to trap us, to test, to trick us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't do that. V'nasan es koyach HaShabbos shal yoda yochel Yehudi lagia lekedusha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us the holy Shabbos, and through the Shabbos, a Jew can raise himself up to the level of kedusha. It's beautiful. From the Shabbos. B'kedisa b'reishis chachma. As it says in Sefer Reishis Chachma, Inyan vayivarech b'kim Elokim es yom hashvivei kadesh ha'isai HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He blessed the seventh day and he made it holy. Hashem made the day holy. He turned the day into a day of holy. We read that in HaKiddush, right? Shabbos he shoyrish v'hamekor l'chol inyanei kedusha. So Shabbos is the source and the essence of all kedusha because HaKadosh Baruch Hu sanctified the Shabbos. V'chol inyanim, all of the topics in Yehudi, roitz lahamshech alatzmai kedusha. If a Jew wants to draw within him to himself this idea of kedusha, haderech lekabel zayis he meShabbos me'ayin hakedusha. From Shabbos, the source of kedusha. Yeah. So I was thinking like this: how do we understand that? How do we can understand? I'll give you an example of how we can understand this. Okay, we use a telephone, a cell phone. Okay, let's use that as an example. Okay. Does the cell phone have anything to do with its power cord? You disconnect it, and the cell phone's on its own. It has nothing to do with the power cord.
No.
Nothing at all.
It up, but once you disconnect it, it's on its own.
It runs on its own.
Right. Yeah.
But it's going to have to remember that power cord sooner or later.
That's right.
Or it's going to stop working.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what? It'll have to be charged. You have to recharge it up, right?
Eventually, it's going to have to go back to its source.
Exactly. So why has this worked? So we get charged up on Shabbos.
Yeah. Right.
And we constantly remind ourselves every day about Shabbos.
Yeah.
Hayom Yom Rishon b'Shabbos, Hayom Sheni b'Shabbos.
It's already looking towards the
next Shabbos, right?
Because if I don't have that, I'm going to be discharged.
But let's think for a second now. This concept that we understand now. Was there something like that in the world before technology?
No. I mean,
no such a thing. Nothing really existed like that. You could do something and then make this thing work.
Well.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Let's say when you eat, right?
Yeah.
You have your breakfast, right? No, then you're gonna be as
okay,
you do.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's a good example. That's very good. You get fueled by the food.
It's going to run out.
Fuel's going to run out.
So
okay, good example.
You don't need something. You're going to be
excellent example.
Be knocked out on the floor.
No, that's an excellent example. That's really an excellent. Thank you. That's an excellent example. Okay, so because again, these concepts were brand new in the world,
right,
at the time, and we didn't necessarily know about these ideas. This was a new idea.
Yeah.
This thing of a Shabbos, and I'll get koyach to go on in Kedusha.
Yeah.
So even if you want to say this idea with the food, that was in a physical way.
Yeah.
But now what would give me my spiritual jolt to go on the next week? I need the Shabbos.
Yeah, if you don't have
I need the Shabbos.
That's why the other nations
excellent.
Don't have that.
Ukamamar Maran HaKadosh Mikavrin, the Holy Kavrina said, Atchila l'mikroi kodesh, the beginning to calling out of Kedusha, Yudi Araitza le'hakoyrei ela Kedusha, Olav lahaska mishabbos kodesh. A Jew wants to start in Kedusha, he has to start with Shabbos. You have to get your Kedusha from the Shabbos. You can't start during the week, you have to start on Shabbos. V'zeu gam kein perish b'adam b'medrash in vayikra rabba al apasik b'haya shivas yamim tachas imay. Right? We know when an animal is born, for the first 7 days it can't be brought as a carbon.
Yeah, so it has to pass.
It has to get a Shabbos, and then exactly.
Be kedusha.
Kach amra Hakadosh Baruch Hu leisa viu lefanai carbon ad shetavar ala Shabbos. Don't bring him as a carbon to me. This little calf, this little this thing before it's a week old, because it wasn't sanctified with the sanctity of Shabbos.
Yeah.
Shein Zayin Yomim Beloy Shabbos, because we know they cannot have 7 days. Whatever day this calf was born, if he goes through 7 days, he'll pass the Shabbos.
Yeah,
it's inevitable.
He was born on Shabbos.
That's fine. Oh no, then he still has to wait 7 days.
So it has to pass through 2 Shabbos.
No, it would be.
Shechtim on Shabbos.
You can't shecht it on Shabbos.
No. So
No, it has to be 7 days.
at least 7. Okay.
She'ein mila b'loi Shabbos. And we know that you can't have a bris milah without Shabbos.
Right, yeah.
Right? A bris milah can't be without a Shabbos. It's the 8th day.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Well, yeah, but
Who are din?
Yeah, but a bris milah you can have on Shabbos.
Yeah, who adin? U'miyoyim hashmini v'halo yiratzeh. On the 8th day and on, it becomes ratzeh. In other words, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will accept the carbon from the 7th day on, right? From the 8th day on. In order for an animal to be worthy to be a carbon, to be brought on the Mizbeach, he has to pass a Shabbos. And vayed collecting its sanctity from the Shabbos. He's worthy to be sacrificed.
Right.
Kumai came b'mila. So too when it comes to bris milah. Ksiv v'yoyim hashmini yimol b'sarai lasai. On the 8th day, you should make the bris milah and remove the milah from make a bris milah. Shekayder miyavar all of Shabbos kodesh. V'yakabel es kedushas of Shabbos. It has to first pass the Shabbos and accept, the baby has to accept the kedusha of the Shabbos, and then it's worthy to go to the bris. And then that baby is worthy to be a Jew.
Yeah.
It needs to pass through a Shabbos in order to be a Jew. Bakol mitam, and all of it's from the reason Shabbos Kodesh hu hashoirish l'chol inyani kedusha. Shabbos Kodesh is the shoirish of all levels of holiness. Sharei b'koiches hativim ef shel hagia liyos kodesh. See, when it comes to things of creation, the things of this world, of the teva, of things of the world, you can't get kedusha from that. You get involved in all these physical things. You don't realize the kedusha. I'm buying this. I need to get this, and he's getting. Where's the kedusha? You don't feel it. Ach koyach hakedusha shel Shabbos hu koyach al tivi, but the koyach of kedusha Shabbos is above teva. It's higher than teva. Al tivi.
Well, unless you're in a Sforim store, you're buying Sforim or you're buying a mezuzah, so then there's a little bit of kedusha in there.
Of course, okay.
But it's still mixed.
But it's within. No. But it's involved in teva.
Right? Yeah. Of course.
Shabbos is al tivi. It's on. It's above teva.
Yeah.
It transcends teva.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
ולקח מכוח השבס קודש יוכל יהודי לסקדש ולהמשך קדושה על עצמי בכל העניינים. In all facets, all aspects. Because if you're in something, you can only accept so much. But if you're above it, now you can accomplish everything. You know, like if you want to see a situation, so if you can if you go above the situation and look down on it, you can get a better picture than if you're involved in it. Right? We understand that, right? If you want to see a crowd and you're in the crowd, you can't really see the crowd. But if you go up another couple of floors and you look down, you can see the whole crowd.
Right? Yeah.
Right. So that's what it means. Shabbos is above teva. And therefore, according to everybody, on Shabbos the Torah was given. Why? L'Yisrael. Because the whole idea of the Kabbalah Torah was from Shabbos. Why? Because that's where you can get to that title, that goal of Ayatim Tiyu Limamleches Kayanim V'Goy Kodesh on Shabbos. Because I can't get to that necessarily during the week because I'm involved in all these other things. But Shabbos, I detract from all those other things. I'm not involved in all of those things. I'm above all those other things. So therefore, I can appreciate the Shabbat, the Kedusha. I can become a Mamleches Koyanim V'Goy Kodesh. Because you're talking rak, Aydei Shabbos Kodesh Me'ayin from the fountain, the source. Hakedusha is Me'ayin HaKedusha, Me'ayin HaKedusha. Ba'al Kain, Haisav Moshe Yoim Echad Midate. Therefore, Moshe added one day on his own volition. It was Moshe's idea to add one day. Kidei shakadosh baruch shekabalas haTorah tia b'Shabbos yiyu ru'yim lekabalas haTorah. See, look, Moshe Rabbeinu was telling Hashem like this: Hashem, look, you are the source of kedusha. You are the source of kedusha, Hashem. So perhaps Hashem, I'm part of this people here in this world, and I understand this world. And Hashem, I'm telling you that in this world, the way it is now, they can't really appreciate your Torah during the week because they'll be involved in all the other things. I have to cook this cheesecake, and he get this, and he go buy that. I got to go to this store. I got to do all these things. We're so busy. So Moshe Rabbeinu understood that we won't be able to detract during the week. So he explained to Hashem, no, Hashem, but if we do this on Shabbos, we'll be closer to you on Shabbos, and then we'll be able to accomplish this Torah. Now watch what he says. Al pi mamar Chazal in brachas, ein divrei Torah miskaimim ela b'mi shemeimis atzmei alei. The Gemara says that the Torah is not going to have kiyam only on someone that kills himself over it. He works hard over it. Right. He works at it. He doesn't just scan it. No, he works it to understand it. He wants to understand it. He'll have kiyam in Torah. You have to work on your Torah. People think that if I can't read it nice and understand it right away, so what good is it? No, Adarabba, it's the fact that I work hard on it is the beauty. That's the beauty. Hashem wants us to hurry over our learning. That it should be difficult and I overcome the challenge. Then there's kiyam in the Torah. Most people don't understand. Today, we think there's an app. I'll push the button and then, I'll understand it. If you don't know half the thing, it's no good. No, you have to work on Torah. It's not an app. Ki meimus atzmai haynu shemeimus kol atzmi yosav. He gives his whole essence. He puts his whole essence into the learning. And he disconnects himself from all the pleasures and all the things of this world. And he just enjoys his learning. He's just enjoying his limud. Rambam, as the holy Rambam writes in Perek Gimel Melech Hilchas Talmud Torah, right? Halacha Yud Beis. Ein divrei Torah miskaimim. The divrei Torah has no kiyam. Beilu shelaim de mitoich idun mitoich oichel v'shoisa. A person says, I need to have nice adon. I need some nice delights. I need all these nice foods. I need nice drinks. I need nice things to eat. He needs pleasures, comforts. The Rambam says he's not going to have any kiyam in his Torah. He may be very comfortable. He may be very satisfied. His food will be good. But kiyam of Torah he won't have. That he won't have. Ella b'mi shemeimis atzmai alein. Only he who puts his kol kaiches in and he toils over it. U'metza gufay tamid, and he pains his guf. V'lo yitain shin aleinav. He doesn't necessarily sleep as much as his eyes would like him to sleep. Right? Right? The body wants to sleep and relax. No! He doesn't give into it. Amru Chachamim derech remez zois haTorah. The Chachamim teach us this. It's a beautiful idea. Remez zois haTorah odam ki yamas b'ayil. Right? The Torah says there's a pasuk like that, right? Zois haTorah. This is the Torah. Odam ki yamas b'ayil. That's the way you normally read it. And if someone dies in the house, so then this is what happens with the things in the house, so they become tamei and what's tar and so on, right? But no, Chazal read in a different way. Zois HaTorah, this will be the Torah. What? Adam ki yamas b'ayil, he kills himself in his house over his limud. Adam ki yamas b'ayil, that he kills himself over his limud. Ein HaTorah miskayamas ela b'mi shemeimis atzmai b'ayil b'ayilei chachamim. The Torah won't have a kiyam to those people that don't work on it so hard and kill themselves to understand really the davar emes. V'gam zeh merumas b'dvar Hashem kaidim kabbalas haTorah. That's what it meant. The dvar Hashem was kaidim on Torah. What was that? V'amroi v'esa eschem al kanfei nishorim v'yeschem elai. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, I'll pick you up on eagle's wings, I'll kanfei nishorim v'ovu eschem elai, and I'll bring you to me. Right? Right? It says that. She'inyan v'esa eschem al kanfei nishorim merumas b'zeh lisnar me'al kol inyanei ha'olam hazeh. What was Hashem saying? I'll take you up on eagle's wings. Right? What were they saying? What was HaKadosh Baruch Hu saying? He was saying that I understand, Kindlech, if you're going to be in this world, you can't get involved in my Torah, so I'm going to pick you up above the world to get it. You know, there was an operation. There was operation of magic carpet. Do you remember this with the Teimanim from Yemen?
Oh yeah.
I think it was in the 50s, right?
Yeah,
so what did they do? They came. The Teimanim. They never saw an airplane before. They never knew anything about it. So they came to the Teimanim and they explained to them this idea. This is kanfei nisharim, and you'll go eschem alai, and we'll bring you to the Eretz Yisrael. So then they were able to go because they had no idea, but they understood this concept over here. This concept of eschem al kanfei nisharim. So they told them that, so they were in agreement to go. What they did to them when they came there, so that was an avla by itself. But that's another story. Right, you know the story, the rest of the story, right? When they came there, they well, all right, whatever. We don't have to talk about that.
There was somebody in our shul from there. Yeah.
They didn't do nice. They didn't do very nice by them. Anyway, but just to understand this concept. So how does a Jew come to this idea that he'll kill himself over Torah? It's a beautiful concept, but how do I do this? I mean, we're living in a nice modern society. We have nice food, we have nice air conditioning, comfortable chairs. Everything's nice. So how do I do this? Hashem gave us the koyach of Shabbos. We need Shabbos in order to accomplish this. Shabbos kodesh hu koyach elyon al tivi. Shabbos kodesh is a koyach elyon. It's a very lofty koyach. It's above teva. It transcends teva. It's much higher than teva. Shal yodai, through it, yochel Yehudi lisnayer mikol inyanei olam hazeh. Through the Shabbos, we can really disconnect from all the silliness of this world. On Shabbos we can enjoy, we can daven, we can learn. We don't worry about a phone, an email. You don't worry about you don't worry about anything on Shabbos. I'm relaxed. I can relax, I can do what I'm supposed to do. To come to this level of understanding that Hashem lifts us up, and I'm not part of the world when it comes to Shabbos. I'm lifted up. I'm not the same person. What's the difference between Shabbos and Yom Tov? It's so nice, right? We're going to have Shabbos and we're going to have a Yom Tov. What is the difference between Shabbos and Yom Tov? What is the difference? It says here, look, it's so nice. Shabbos is Bechinas Haviyani HaMelech Hadarov. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings us, and we're His guests in His chambers. We're Hashem's guests in His chambers when it comes to Shabbos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Mala Es Yehudi Elav. HaKadosh Baruch Hu lifts up the Jew to Him. Leicholai Kula Yoim Kavod. Where it's only the Kavod Hashem is demonstrated over there. The Yom Tov, when it comes to Yom Tov, Hu Bechinas HaMelech Yored El Yehudi, the king comes down and visits the Jewish people. Mitoich Matzavai, from the midst of his situation that he's in. So what's the difference? Shabbos, Hashem brings us to Him. Yeah. So we're Hashem's guests, so to say, on Shabbos. But when it comes to Yom Tov, Hashem is our guest in our home. Hainu Shabbos Kodesh Mala Kodesh Baruch is Yehudi Umakbiyu Lamala. He elevates him and lifts him up on high. Mikoloi Lamazeh, from all the silliness of this world. Af Lamala Mi Erkai, much higher than his level, his value where he's at. He gets lifted up much higher than that. Umatzava, in the situation he's in, he's raised up above the situation. So on Shabbos you can really think. This is the beautiful thing, to have a little baitis on Shabbos, to think and talk to Hashem and say, wait a second, I'm stuck with all these things during the week. Why do I have to continue to be stuck with them? You realize how we maybe not spending our time correctly during the week, how I could raise my time and use my time in a more beneficial way. I see that on Shabbos when I'm not involved in it. When I'm involved in it, I don't see it. I can't see it. But when it comes to the Shabbos, I can see it. I can relate to it. Val Kain, l'kuli alma b'Shabbos nitne Torah liYisrael. And therefore, according to everyone, the Torah was given to us on Shabbos. It's undisputable. Ki rak ayidei Shabbos Kodesh, only through the koyach of Shabbos, like we learned. Shu b'chinas haviyani hamelech hadoro, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings us to Him on Shabbos. Yochel Yehudi lisnar me'atzmusav. He can take himself out, disconnect himself from his things in this world. He doesn't have to stay connected to it. I don't have to be involved in all of the things that I was always involved in. I can detract from certain things. I don't need everything I always had. Shabbos Kodesh, without Shabbos Kodesh, without Shabbos, you don't have the segula. You don't have that opportunity to be accepted. That he kills himself. So now we're learning here, Mamus can be something else too. That what it means is, I want to do something. Perhaps a person likes to watch TV, right? He likes to see the news, this and that. I'm not going to watch the news. I'm not going to watch it. That's Mamus Atzmei. That's me, because I want to do this, but I'm not doing it. And I'd rather take out my chumash. I'd rather take out Tehillim and say a kapitel Tehillim instead. That's killing myself, because I don't want to do that. I would rather sit and watch the news. I would rather sit and do this. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else. That's being Mekayim, Memus Atzmei Oleh. Isn't that a beautiful idea? In other words, you don't have to sit. You can still sit in the comfort and enjoy everything. But just do the right thing and use the time in the most beneficial way. Yeah. It's a great idea to understand the concept.
Yeah, sure.
Now, we'll finish up the paragraph. We have time. Uviyeser bir yesh levar al pi madama b'medrash Tanchuma in Parshas Noach. Isn't that nice? We can bring Parshas Noach into this, huh? Perish mashin emar ala Torah in Eov. Arucha me aretz mida rechava mine yam. The Torah is more expansive, more wide and greater than any measurement, than even any yam, any sea, right? So if you take, let's say, the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean, it's huge, right? The Atlantic Ocean, if you take a plane to fly over the Atlantic Ocean, how long does it take? 6 hours to fly over at 500 miles an hour? It's huge.
Yeah,
huge. What?
About 3,000 miles.
3,000 miles. It's huge.
Water, yeah.
Huge. Huge. It's amazing. But he's saying that the Torah is wider and bigger than that.
Yeah,
so to us, we're one. To us, it's very wondrous. The Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean, right?
Yeah.
Right. The Mediterranean Sea. I don't think that's as big.
No, but
it's big. It's big. V'ksiv, v'lei timsa ba'aretz achayim. And it says that you won't find the Torah in Eretz Achayim. You won't find the Torah in the land of the living. What does that mean? Umaksha, mai loi timsa b'Eretz Achayim, v'chi b'Eretz HaMesim timsa. If you won't find the Torah in the Eretz HaChayim, so the question is, will you find it in the Eretz HaMesim? How does that make sense? Ella ilu hamevakshim oynig ha'olam tava v'kava the gedula b'olam hazeh. Those that are searching for their desires, for honor, for greatness in this world, right? Those guys, shalei nema leitim seberetz hachayim. In that life, if the person's living his life for desire, for covet, this, you won't find Torah there. There's no room for Torah in that life. V'abiyah bezeh, ki kol inyanei olam hazeh agashmiyim, v'chein kol inyanei hachaymer, in this world, the gashmiyim. And any time when it comes for anything of physicality, v'ataivas, heim b'midah v'tzimtzum, right? We understand that, right? Because when it comes to this world, and a taiva, right? So a person sits down, he wants to have a big meal, a big steak. So the steak, he can only eat so much steak. He can't eat too much steak. How much can he eat already? Right? A person wants to enjoy something. How much can he enjoy already? You can only enjoy up to such a point. And you can't enjoy more. So there's a measure and a tzimtzum, there's a measurement and a constriction in it. But the Torah is much wider than the land. And it's much bigger and greater than the Yam Suf. The Torah is greater than any measurement in any tzimtzum, any confinements. Therefore, it's not found in the Eretz Achayim, in this kind of life where a person feels that he has to, where a person is working after taiva and covet and gedula. So how could a person be accept the Torah and then be kind of the Torah? Liknasa, how can I be kind of the Torah? So in other words, we're all going to accept, we're all going to get Kabbalah Torah. On Sunday, we go to shul, we have Kabbalah Torah. But how do I acquire it?
Yeah, right.
How do I acquire the Torah? How does the Torah become part of me?
Because I have to do
Hagba.
Yeah.
Hare kol kulai nosan b'midah b'tzimtzum. Anything in this world is given over. When it's things of this world, there's midah, there's measurement, and there's tzimtzum, and there's confinements. Everything in this world has boundaries, borders. It has tzimtzum, limitations. So then how am I going to get the Torah, which the Torah is much greater than anything, higher than anything in this world?
You learn it.
Lekach tzarech is kayach haShabbos kodesh. Therefore I need the kayach haShabbos kodesh.
To learn it. To learn the Torah.
Well, the Chazayin Ish said that when you learn Torah and Shabbos, especially Shabbos morning, what you can accomplish by taking out your Svarim and learning a couple of hours Shabbos morning, early in the morning, he says you can accomplish more in an hour on Shabbos than you can accomplish in 10 hours during the week. Because you're not bothered. You're not worried the phone's going to ring. You're not worried someone's going to ring your doorbell. It's quiet. Everyone's relaxed. Everyone's sleeping. I have time. I can learn. No one's going to bother me. Oh, do this for me, do that. No, everyone's sleeping. Shabbos is such a special time to benefit by your limud HaTorah. Because that's what it means when the king brings us to him to visit us. We're visiting the king. We're in the king's palace. We're a guest by the king. When you're by Hashem, there's no boundary, there's no constriction. It's boundless. K'may Shamar Chazal in Shabbos, Kol HaManig Esa Shabbos Noisim Lei Nachla B'li Mitzarim. Look how beautiful the pshat is here. This is amazing. Kol HaManig Esa Shabbos. Anyone that has Einik Shabbos, Noisnim Lei, they give to him Nachla, his inheritance, his lot, B'li Mitzarim, with no boundaries. No tsar, no meitzarim. Shenema oz tisaneg al Hashem, V'rechavticha al b'motzei aretz v'achaltichla nachlas Yaakov avicha. Right? That you'll be blessed and you'll eat from the nachla of Yaakov. Why specifically the nachla of Yaakov? Like Avraham, not like Avraham. Why not like Avraham? Shekosabay kum his halech be'eretz la'archa. Laruga, right? That Kadosh Baruch Hu said, go to the land that's distant, right? V'loiki yitzchak shekosabay ki l'chol l'zarecha etenes kol ha'artzei sa'el. And not like the Yitzchak that he said, I'll give you these lands. Kol ha'artzei, all of these lands I'll give you. Ela ki Yaakov shekosabay ufaratzta Yama v'kedma tzafayna v'negba. Right, famous Chabad song, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, for us, you know it's all right. We know, right? Okay, that you'll sprout out. You'll sprout out from the north, east, west, and south, north, everywhere, all the four directions. V'ainu like nachlas Avram, not like the nachla of Avram, which was confined. V'yitzchak sheyu b'mida, that was those lands. Ela v'achatichla nachlas Yaakov avicha. It'll be like Yaakov avicha. Why Yaakov avicha? Nachla b'li mitzarim. It'll be a nachla without any constrictions. But v'hine midas Yaakov hi Torah. We know that Yaakov is Torah. How do you know Yaakov is Torah? Gemay the cost of titin emes liYaakov. Chesed la'Avram, right? We read that in the Volotzion, right? Titin emes liYaakov, chesed la'Avram, right? Remember those words? Right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Shamida shel Torah hi nachla b'li mitzarim. Torah is the midah of a nachla, of an eretz without any constriction. Torah is boundless. Torah is boundless. The Chavetz Chaim said that, who knew the Torah like the Chavetz Chaim, right? And he said, he gave an example that the Torah we have today, he said that was like going to the ocean and taking a bucket of water out of the ocean and saying now you have the whole ocean in your bucket. The Torah is boundless. It's infinite. So we don't have, there's no end to where the Torah can take us to. And where could you be kind of the Torah? On Shabbos. You need the holy Shabbos. She b'li mitzarim, because Shabbos is a day b'li mitzarim. Shabbos itself is a day without the constriction. And therefore, according to everybody, the Torah was given on Shabbos because only on Shabbos were we able to accept the Torah, to not be involved in all of the frivolities of the world that I would be involved in. I could really accept the Torah because it was on Shabbos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was Esa Eskem Al Kanfei Neshama V'Eivu Alai. Hashem took us to Heviani Chadorav. Hashem took us to his chambers. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought us to Him, which was boundless of place and time. Kirak b'koyach HaShabbos Kodesh nitin l'kabbalas HaTorah. Only through the Shabbos Kodesh were we able to get the Torah itself. So this is a beautiful idea of the Nesivos Shalom, and I thought this was very apropos because Shavuos is coming up, Matzah Shabbos, and what a beautiful way to prepare on Shabbos for the Kabbalas HaTorah. I thought it was a beautiful idea, and so we'll leave this over here now, and then we're going to say something